Hello and welcome to Baking on a Budget. In this video we have a beautiful Victoria sponge recipe, and as usual we have all of the ingredients over here, quite a long list of them. I'm going to go through them one by one, tell you the quantities and the price of these. I'm going to read this out in grams, but the conversions into ounces is in the description of the video below. To begin with, we have 240 grams of self-raising flour at 12 pence. We have half a teaspoon of baking powder, about 2 pence. We have a pinch of salt. We have 225 grams of butter, which is £1.68. We have 275 grams of caster sugar, which is 33 pence. We have 4 eggs at 52 pence. We have a teaspoon of vanilla extract at 12 pence. And we have a tablespoon of milk at 3 pence. For the filling, we have 120 ml of whipping cream, which is 45 pence. We have about 100 ml of jam, which is 25 pence. And we have about a teaspoon of icing sugar, which is about 4 pence. Now, if we add all of that up, it comes to £3.56 for this whole cake. And this is going to be a sizable cake. I'm saying we'll get about 8 slices out of this, so that is 44 pence a slice. Now, the other things we'll need is, we'll need 2 of these cake tins. These are loose bottom cake tins which I'm using, and they will have a piece of greaseproof paper in the bottom and the rest of it lined with a lard. We'll also need a mixing bowl, a spoon, and possibly the whisk as well. So to start this recipe, I'm going to put this butter into the bowl. Now, the butter has been softening a little. We don't want this straight out of the fridge, because we do in fact need to cream the butter and the sugar together, and we want the butter to be fairly soft to be able to do that. That's possibly still a little hard, but I'll just work it for a while and that will soften up. The butter was still a little hard, so I've got the big guns out here and I've got the wooden spoon, which I can get a little bit more leverage on and soften that up. Now, of course, if you had a food mixer, this could be easily done in a food mixer, but I am going to do it all by hand. Now, that seems okay. So we're going to add the sugar to that. This is 275 grams of caster sugar. So that's quite a lot of sugar in there. And what we want to do is just stir that and cream it into the butter. That's coming together nicely. So I'm just going to continue this first step and get that butter and sugar creamed together. Okay, and once all that's mixed in, I've just finished it off with a fork, just to make it nice and fluffy. Although it is still quite stiff, that mixture. Now, what we're going to do is put the tablespoon of milk in there, and this will help to soften it up a little. And at this point, we'll also put the vanilla extract in, so that it's well mixed into the cake. That's 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And once more, we just want to mix all that in. And that mixture should get a lot lighter. That is looking good. And our next stage is to put the eggs in. Now, I'm going to put these in one at a time and mix them in well before we put the next one in. Okay, next egg. That one's well combined. Okay, and with all of the eggs combined and all of the wet ingredients in there, I'm now going to take up the whisk and just whisk that for a couple of minutes, just to get some nice air into it to make a beautiful light Victoria sponge. Ready. Now, to that we are going to sieve in the flour, and with that flour, this is 240 grams of self-raising flour, and we also have a half a teaspoon of baking powder, and we will just sieve that into the mix. Now, we want to fold in the flour. We don't want to stir it in too much. We want to keep all of the air in this batter, so we just want to, this sort of motion, just folding that flour in until we have a nice smooth creamy batter. And I believe that these are 8-inch cake tins or sandwich tins, and they are loose bottom, just make it much easier to get them out once they are done. So the oven is almost up to speed, and what I'm going to do is divide this mixture as best I can into 2 equal portions. Again, you could weigh this if you wanted to. I'm just going to eyeball this. I think we'll get it more or less correct. I think if anything, we've probably got a little bit more in that. So I'll take a spoonful out and put it in there. That will do it. Now, back of the spoon, I'm just going to push this into the corners. Again, not too much. We don't want to put a lot of weight on this. We certainly don't want to take any of the air out of it. It will level itself up once it starts to bake, but just to get it roughly so into the edges of the tin. Now, I'm saying these are going into the oven at 190 degrees, and they're going to stay in there for about 20 minutes. I'm going to keep an eye on them, and after 20 minutes we'll give them a skewer test. If they're done, they're done. Alright, now this is just over 20 minutes later. I think they've had about 22, 23 minutes in there, and they're looking beautiful. I'm just going to carefully lift this one up, remove its outer tray, and just as they are cooling, what I'm going to do is pick that up like that, turn it upside down onto this cooling rack. We'll take the bottom off, and then we'll just peel away that greaseproof paper. They are looking beautiful. Now, these need to cool entirely so that they're cold before we put the cream and jam in the middle. Otherwise the cream's going to melt, it's going to run all over the place. Okay, and just as the cakes are finally cooling, what I'm going to do is just whip up some of this cream. This is whipping cream. It is 120 ml of it, and I'm going to whip it up with this hand whisk. I've whipped that up fairly stiff, and that'll be beautiful in that cake. Okay, so now it all comes together. We are going to put this piece of cake on the plate like so. We're going to take some of this raspberry jam, put a layer of that over the cake. That's nice and cool now, the cake, so this isn't going to melt or anything like that. Now again, a thing of personal taste. You can have as much jam as you want. I'm just going to put a thin sort of layer on that, try to get that distributed evenly around the cake. And can I just say, if you're enjoying the video, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to see more beautiful, simple recipes like this, always on a budget, very inexpensive, absolutely delicious, please do consider subscribing to the channel. Next, we want a layer of this delicious cream. Now I'm going to leave about 1 centimetre around the edges of the cake, because this will compress and squeeze out when we put the top on. Let's get the last little bits of cream out of there. And here we have the top of the cake, which I'm just going to put on like that. And then last but not least, for the Victoria sponge, we want a dusting of icing sugar. So this is just about a teaspoon. Will do that cake beautifully. There it is. Now that is one beautiful looking Victoria sponge cake. The texture of that is fantastic. Lovely layer of cream with the jam in there. I'm going to knock this over on its side, take a slice and tell you what that tastes like. Look at that. That is looking beautiful. That is a classic recipe and never disappoints. It's a very simple cake, but it is beautiful. And as I say, this slice of cake, 44 pence. You'd have to go a long way to get a piece of cake as nice as that for 44 pence. If you've enjoyed watching the video, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to see more beautiful recipes like this, very simple to make, very inexpensive, do consider subscribing to the channel. Many more recipes to come. So I'm going to finish the rest of this cake, and can I say thank you very much for watching.